I didn't become a Christian until I was 24, and it was kind of a rocky road. We were already married, and Kai had sort of rediscovered his faith after we got married. It wasn't really a part of, our relationship.
And for me, I was a vacation Bible school success story, and I still remember the little ladies who had us do crafts and stuff, and I was, my folks were always leading in some form or fashion at church. And so pretty much if the doors were open, we were there. And then, 17, 18 or so, I kind of just fell away. I don't know. I just started exploring, doing other things. It wasn't, I'd heard all the stories before, nothing was new. And I went through college that way. We met in college, and then went to New York to work. And started our family up there, and learning how to be together and everything. And it was, I wouldn't say it wasn't tough to be together until the invitation to go to church.
Years went through, and it was just kind of a little bit difficult with us because he kept wanting me to go to church and I didn't want to go to church. We moved to Dallas, the same situation, and as God planned it, I reconnected with a friend who is Asian, and she invited us to an Asian American Baptist church, and sure enough, I met the pastor there who shared a very similar family background to mine, and I accepted Christ through talking with him, and then we ended up going to this Asian American church. Kai was the only Caucasian there for a long time, and that's how it happened.
Liberty had some really big heydays, and it was hard to watch that disappear. And so the influx of energy and youth and new people really invigorated that. And I distinctly remember thinking, I'm going to meet on the first day, I'm going to meet some people that I have not, I'm not usually one to do this, but I'm going to find 2 or 3, and the first person I saw was Amber Bosler. And I remember I went up to her and I put my hand on her shoulder and I said, anybody who's got hair like that, I gotta know. And so we just had a real warm time, and introduced me to Thiago, and I just distinctly remember that day and thinking, this is gonna work.
And it just kept coming over and over again, was alive. And I think of Jordan's song, just being alive in the Lord. And that's just kind of the feeling that you get, or that I have. Just everybody is just excited. When things like the bags, the Thanksgiving bags were put out, I think in some places they might sit there for a little while and be like, come on guys, we have bags we need to pick out. Those were gone like that. And the same thing, I talked to Patty Lester about the angel tree. They were gone instantly. And it's just things like that are just great. Just fun to see, that just people are just so ready to get involved and do things. When I think of All In, that's what I think. We're in it. And whether that's in the generosity side of things, the finances side of things, which is hard for me, I'll admit sometimes, or the commitment to the ministries that are happening and thinking of new ways to reach people.
Financially, All In has been a real thing for us, because we were giving at a level when I was making a lot more money than I am now, and we committed to staying at that same level and even exceeding it. When you hear people tell stories like this, almost always there's in so many months' time, and God blessed us and it was pressed down, shaken together, spilling over in my lap. Well, no, it's not. We're still at a reduced level. It's not going to change anytime soon. Blessings that we're going to receive are not going to be financial, or whatever we get is going to be relational, I guess, because that's just the reality of it. One of my favorite movies is Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? And there's a scene in there where the governor says, is you is or is you ain't's my constituency, right? And I think about that, like, are you in or are you out?
We just want to be a part of everything that God's doing, and it's exciting because He's doing so much.
There's been 51 decisions made at an adult level since All In started. This is freaking awesome. It's like this is what All In is all about.